I needed to sort my head out so that I could lose the weight and combat diabetes, type 2 diabetes.
Do you know, I looked at lots of retreats, and I didn't want, there's lots of silent retreats, there's lots of different kind of wacky retreats like Buddhist retreats or ones that just focus on weight loss. To me, this is just it's the whole person. So Life Right is it's not just focusing on your weight or your mind, it's you as a whole person and your thought process. And I don't think I saw that in any other retreat. I really, really don't.
It was actually my wife that found it on the internet and said to me, look at this, I think this will be beneficial towards you. I wasn't too keen on the idea at the start, of course, but she managed to talk me around and I'm glad she did.
My life is very busy. I have 2 young children and I was frazzled, burnt out.
I barely remember a time in my life without stress, so that's even as a child, so going back 45 years of stress, and it's taken its toll and it's broken me down, and I had to find a way of changing my life so I can live the rest of my life in peace.
I like the feel of the detail of it, and the family, the small experience, the group. It just attracted me with the various elements of it that fitted my needs.
I just couldn't cope with it anymore. There wasn't room for any more. So I went to see Lily just to say hi, and she knew straight away and took me into coming on the retreat, which I'm so glad she did, because now I know what to do with my baggage, what's important, what isn't important. Whereas to me, I had to deal with everyone's problems. Now I know that I don't, and I'll be able to file the stuff that isn't for me to deal with into the place in my head and leave it there.
Well, for me, I'd had a really difficult year, and I'd got a lot out of the retreat I'd been on the Isle of Wight. But when you said that this one would be in the sun, I thought after a particularly horrible grey winter in the UK that coming out and combining sunshine with relaxation and treatments would be heaven, and it was.
What's it been like? Huge. Realising that I can actually do this for myself. It's been the big thing, because it's not been a big thing, if that sounds right. It's manageable, it's doable. She's broken it down into pieces and given me a rhythm that I know I can take back to work with me, and I can live at work and do my job, but still keep this on, and that's the most important thing.
So it was the practical, the psychological, small groups, the fact that it was in the sunshine I think helped, the absolutely beautiful house, the fact that I read the blogs of people and they seemed genuine, and that I read the reviews and it all seemed, but there was still a bit of me that was sceptical and I was full of trepidation, but I felt like it fitted what I was looking for, not too airy-fairy, and I spoke to Lily and she said, no, we're not airy-fairy, and I liked that. I didn't want things to be too weird.
I think because of the personal side, I found this very, very personally engaging, not just with Lily, but with everybody that's been engaged with the various elements of running such a retreat. I found it very, very friendly, very relaxing, and just exactly what the doctor ordered, without a doctor.
And I've loved the Tai Chi. Never done that before. Loved that. Loved all the massages. Reflexology was amazing. And the workshops have been brilliant. But actually what I've liked best is just getting to know the other retreaters. And, coming, it was quite a big thing for me to come, feeling on my own, not really knowing where I was going, what I was doing. And then, I was feeling a bit nervous, a bit apprehensive. And within like an hour of meeting everyone and realising that we all felt the same, it was, now I feel like it's really cheesy, but I feel like I've made some really, really good friends.
Everything is accommodating, so everyone feels like they're the only person here, and everyone's getting personal attention, and that's how you feel. Like you are important, and everyone feels just as important.
I know the people that were running it and I trust them. Lily had unpicked me before and put me back together again. So
She's just lovely. She gets you. She doesn't talk at you. I think because she does interact with you and do things with your body, so you feel like physically something's changed as well as mentally. And the difference in being with the retreat with Lily is that actually things sink in rather than getting back into the crazy world of the car and Basingstoke car park. And I just think she's wonderful. I think she's like a miracle worker. She's God. She's amazing. And she's lovely.
The sessions with Lily's are brilliant. They're just got out of my head, just made me feel like a better person, and just give me the motivation now to be myself and enjoy life a lot more, because I wasn't before I came.
If I could just say that from my heart, I can't recommend it enough. I really, it's just, it is that combination. The small group is fantastic. I've made friends for life. I know that, and Lily is just incredible. And I know you told me she was incredible before I came, but she genuinely is incredible, and you're lovely, and Katie is warm and friendly, everything. The food has been amazing. I can't believe we've had fasts where we're still eating, and I'm loving doing a fast. That seems really weird, but I really do feel it's like fed me. I think the inside fed my brain, fed my body, just made me feel better. The nutrition and the advice, and I've really liked the practical stuff that Lily's gone into the science of things and explained why we're doing things and what it's doing to our bodies. And the classes with Armand, they've been fabulous. He's just such an amazing person as well. Everyone's amazing.
That's really...
Having somebody do me from top to toe, not just insides and not just feeding me right, but actually getting my body back into positions that it's not been in for years. And I can move and I can bend, that I've not done. And I was putting it down to all the excess weight I was carrying, and it was not. It was just my muscles had gone into the wrong places. And Cookie's been moving my spine across, and yeah, it's just the fact that it's the whole of you. We don't leave anything out.
You know, Lily changes her workshops depending on the needs of the people who are here. So, you know, there's not been anything that I have, you know, learned a second time, in a sense. You know, what we covered in the Isle of Wight, we've done different things this time around. So I've got just as much out of it in that sense as I did the first time around.
Well, day one when I was here, I just thought, you know what, I'll just suck it up, be here for 5 days, and then when I go home, I can just carry on doing what I do. But now being here for 5 days, there's no way in the world I'm going to carry on doing what I was doing. How do I feel? Relaxed, focused, healthier, slimmer, a lot slimmer. I just feel really good.
From the minute you wake up, you're learning, to the minute you go to sleep, you're learning. And then the things I've seen this week, where people have had knee problems and they've got Cookie, who's a magic. He just does these adjustments, and there's one guy here who can do something walking with his knee with pain. He's been jumping around and dancing, and last night we had the greatest dancing party ever. It was amazing, and he was right in the middle of it, and he didn't want us to. He just wanted to go on forever, and he's just told me that he wants this retreat to last for another week.
Yeah. I was really apprehensive, even though I know you and know the team really well. It was almost like a leap of faith getting onto that flight and saying, right, I'm yours. Do what you can, do what you will, but then there's an element of you doing it, but it's a lot, unless we do it, unless we engage in it, you won't get anything out of it. You have to roll with it and go with it, even if you're uncomfortable and out of your comfort zone.
This is the one at the start, when I said it on the internet, I was sceptical myself, and believe me, I'm a man of the world, and I'm a changed man now, and I would advise anybody to do the same. If they have problems in their lives, just give it a go and you'll see yourself.
It's just that wonderful sense of feeling part of a family and being really cared for. You know, there isn't a moment when, you know, I don't see you guys taking care of somebody and putting yourselves out there for them, and, you know, the combination of the different treatments that you can have, you know, it just makes you feel wonderful. And, you know, there have been times when all of us have felt upset or difficult times during the retreat as a natural consequence of treatments, etc., and other things that have come up. But you guys just make us feel at ease, and none of us have felt embarrassed, or it's just a lovely place to come and relax and to feel whole again.
If you are thinking of making life changes, just come. I shouldn't be crying because I don't want to put anyone off, but if you want to change your life, come on a Life Right retreat.